Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is WIP weekend number 151, and it is March 21st, 2025. And my kitty cat is here, and I'm yawning in the background. As soon as she was sleeping in the hallway, I came up here, I set up the computer, I put the lights on, closed the drapes, and as soon as I start talking, she arrives. I'll put her in my lap so she can be patted because all she wants is loving, and I'm willing to give that to her. Like I said, I hope you're having a wonderful week, and it's WIP weekend. So my week was fairly busy. I'm waiting for the week that I can just stay home and do nothing, but it never happens. Sunday night, our weekend was good. I can't even remember what we did last weekend, but I'm pretty sure it was good. I don't think we did much of anything. Sunday night, I was going to bed. I wear a mouth guard, so I'm running the warm water, the hot water, to so it easily molds to my teeth, and I didn't get any hot water. So luckily, they have a 24-hour service call, so I called them. And they were here at Monday morning at 10 o'clock. So my husband had a quick cold shower. I stayed in my loungewear until after he left. They had to replace the water heater. So, and we had just had it done a few months ago, but he told me they were trying to refurbish older ones and use them because we rent our water heater and it didn't work. So there's a brand new water heater and hopefully we won't have any more issues with the water heater. And Monday, uh, so I stayed home Monday and Tuesday, the weather forecast said it was going to be nice and warm in March here in southern Ontario. Our weather is crazy. One day it could be snowing, the next day it could be 20 degrees, which I'll put up here. I'm not sure what it is in Fahrenheit. And the forecast was for a couple warm days. So we're selling my stepfather's car, and we didn't realize there was a loan on the car. So we thought, okay, let's clean it up and see what we can do. So I picked it up and that was about it. And then Wednesday, I spent all day Wednesday cleaning the car. I went to our Canadian Tire store, which had all the car products, and I got, to make everything look shiny and new. It's not that old. It's only a year and a half old, the car. So it's not too bad. So I spent a beautiful day outside on Wednesday, I think Wednesday or Thursday. No, yesterday was Thursday. Cleaning the car. So I did all that. And then yesterday, which was my Thursday, I went to a couple dealerships to see what they could do. And it was a substantial loan amount that they had on the car. So the one dealership said to us, okay, we can pay off the loan, but you're going to have to give us $2,000. So we said, we got to give you the car plus 2,000. I said, let me think about it. And then I ended up going to next town over, city over, and went to their dealership, and they said they would wash it. So they are going to give us the total amount of what is due on the loan, and it is through Toyota. The loan was through Toyota Loans. So basically we're giving the car back, and it feels weird because we're just giving them the car, but no one in our family needs the car. And like I said, there was a substantial loan, so we thought we'd cut our losses, and we decided to make a deal with the second dealership, and we'll be bringing the car in next week. So I never had to do anything like this. I'm 63, going to be 64 next week, and never had to do anything like this. So dealing with a lot of different people and trying to get my stepdad's estate all organized and ready for probate is not an easy task. And be prepared. It could take up to a year to get everything done. So I hope her purring isn't distracting you. It's been difficult going through this, but my, I guess, stepsister, I call her Wendy, my stepdad's daughter. Her and I have been working really well together. She's been doing some things. She's been packing up a lot of the stuff that we're donating. I've been cleaning. I'm good at cleaning, so I I clean the kitchen and the bathrooms. So slowly but surely we are doing things. There's some things that we are going to sell, but that can wait for a few more weeks. Let's see what else. So this weekend, I probably going to do nothing on Saturday. My husband leaves Sunday morning for Vancouver, so the other side of Canada, and he'll be gone for the week. He'll be home Friday night, and then he's home for the weekend, and then he'll be on a plane Monday morning, not sure where this time. And this is how the next couple months are going to go. There might be a week in there, he said, that we can go on vacation. So I will be picking up my passport on Monday and dropping off my stepdad's passport so they can cancel it. Now I have her fur flying all over the place. Uh, so my Monday is going to be busy, but on Sunday, in Hamilton, where is the city that my daughter lives in, they are going to have a Fibre Fest, and it is going to be at the Cotton Factory. I'm just looking here. I'm going to put the ad that we saw on Facebook there. There's going to be 44 vendors, and I was going to pre-book tickets, and they're only $6, but then they said if you pay cash at the door, it's $5. So we're just going to pay cash at the door and go in and check it out. I think Amanda and Paige are going to come with me, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to start a sweater. So if I can find some reasonably priced, I'm just looking for a solid color. I would really like to start a knitted sweater. It'll be my first knitted sweater. And I've been going through Ravelry, looking at patterns, and I found a really good one. And she has a tutorial also, and it's a free pattern. It's knitting your first sweater. So I think her name is Florence, Knit with Florence. I will link her below, though. And I'm going to look forward to starting that. If I can't find anything reasonably priced, because I really don't want to put a lot of money out for my very first sweater. So I may, find some yarn and hold on to it and knit a sweater in just some acrylic and wool. So I'm not sure what we're going to do there, but we're going to go visit the festival, and I'm looking forward to that. And my daughter said she's going to film if we're allowed and take pictures so I could put out a video. She's so funny. She goes, "Mom, we have to go." And I said, well, I said, for me, it's wonderful, but it is like hand dyed yarns, and it is quite expensive. She goes, "Mom, we have to go. You're going to have to make a video about it." I went, "Okay." So she's so funny. She's always pushing me to do more and more and more. And she goes, "Mom, you have to learn how to use your iPhone and transfer it onto your computer and make videos." So I'll see if there's music going on. I know that you could get copyrighted and all that. So I might just have some still pictures. Not sure what's going to happen there. So that's it for what I'll be doing this weekend and next week. Hopefully, I won't have too much. My yoga starts again, so I'm really looking forward to going back to yoga. I find it very peaceful. I find it, so much on my mind with my dad's estate that it's the 1 hour that I can just relax. Like, I just feel so peaceful there. She gets me so relaxed. I really do like it, and stretches my muscles out, muscles I didn't even know I had. And good for my health and good for my health up here too. So that's it for my social life, which is pretty boring but very busy lately. So let's start with my finished items. As you saw in the thumbnail, I finally finished my knit blanket. I used a pattern by Snufflebean, and she has a YouTube channel, and I will link that below. I think it's always linked below whenever I talk about the blanket. So my blanket ended up being 40 inches by 60 inches, and I used puzzle yarn. It's right here. It's the last ball. Puzzle yarn in the color Cryptic, and I used almost 3 skeins, and in this there are 328 yards, and it is a bulky number 5, and this is how much I have left. So I almost used the whole 3 skeins, and I'm so pleased how it turned out. And I did pretty good because I don't have a wonky end. I kept remembering to decrease and increase where I was supposed to. So that's the blanket there. And this is where I was a couple of weeks ago, and I did all this. I have been concentrating. I'm going to put a picture up too right here. I have been concentrating on getting this blanket finished. Oh, piece of fuzz on there. And that's doubled up. I love the way it turned out. The colors are spectacular. I hold it still. It's a little washed out in the video, but like I said, the picture there, that's it right there. So I am so pleased how this turned out. My husband said, "What are you going to do with this?" I said, "I think it would be a great blanket when we're outside in early summer, late fall, and you just get a little bit of chill in the air. I think it'd be great when when I'm lying on the couch. My husband sits in the chair, and I have an outdoor sofa couch that I sit in and crochet and knit. So that's my finished item. I am so pleased. So I started this. Let me see, where did I put it? August 20th, 2023, and I finished it March 20th. Oh, same day I started and finished. So that is my first knit blanket, and I love the way it turned out, and it is beautiful. Like I said, I used all three balls almost, and 328 yards in each ball. So that's my first finished item. Just throwing them down on top of the blanket. My second finished item is my paint by number. I finally got it finished, and I love the way it turned out. It looks like a watercolor painting. Trying to not get the glare. Have it on that side, it's better. So that's my paint by number. I do not have any more paint by numbers here, so I will have to be ordering some. I will go on the internet, and maybe if I order 3 or 4, it might be cheaper than ordering from Amazon. I'm in no rush. I have no idea what I want. I have so many paintings. I probably have 50 paintings that I've done since I started painting. So that was it for my finished items, but I am so happy that I got my knitted blanket done. And like I said, I worked on it every day for the last 2 weeks, and uh, here and there I did a few other things, but mostly knitted blankets. So I'm so happy it finished. So let's get on to my WIPs. I, excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. Oh, on the blanket, I used 6.5 millimeter knitting needles also. Sorry about that. So my WIPs, my first WIP is a diamond painting. I've had it for a while. And, oh, the glares. So I've started putting in diamonds up here. I don't think you can see there. Oh, you can see the little bit of them sparkle. So I've just started up here and not finished, but this is a hanging, they call it a sun catcher, and I'm going to hang it up in the window right there behind me, and the sun will shine through. So I'm looking forward to that. It is one-sided, and I have cat hair still on my nose. I'm so sorry. So I think it'll look pretty up there, and it comes with a chain and a sucker to stick to your window. So that's what I got, and this I purchased off of Amazon. And I have been working on my knitted dishcloth. And like I said, I didn't know how much yarn I had. So I just decided to do a rectangle. So the yellow is here. And last week I was here. And I knitted all that, which is not much. But slowly but surely, let's see if I can get it in there. There you go. So it's getting better. I'm going to have to click here. Should bring my color back. There we go. So I have this much yarn, and I probably have another 4 inches to go. So hopefully I'll have enough yarn to make a dishcloth. And I've been getting rid of some of my dishcloths because they just get old and gungy looking. So, and I'm also giving them to the girls. And I've been working on my knit socks, and I am now on, I think it's called the heel flap right here. And One, I finished the heel flap, and this one I've got a few more rows to do, and then I decrease for the heel where it comes to a little point. So I've been working on those in the mornings while I'm watching some of my court TV, which I love watching. I love watching all the true crime court cases that are going on, and some of them are unbelievable, and some people are so despicable. You just want to reach into your computer and grab them and say, how could you have done that? So that's what I do in the mornings. Sometimes my knitting gets tense because I'm getting angry at the people in the courtroom. I've been watching the court case out of, I think it's Los Angeles, where the wife and her lover killed the hairstylist. So you just hate her lover. He's been on the stand. He was on the stand last week, and oh, just an awful guy. So my knitting gets tighter, but I try and stay calm and loose because my hands get tense and then I get sore and I can't knit for that long. So I did that. Let's see, what else do I have here? I haven't done anything on my Ross hat because it is in my mother-in-law's car, which is parked in my stepdad's parking garage because I've got his car here. So it got no loving. It's sitting in the car. So I'm going to have to go and get that next time. I'll have to remember to go into the parking garage and get that. And I started on another blanket. I believe I showed you last week. I got some yarn from a yarn haul from Cambridge Yarns, and it is just seconds. And I don't think it's as thick as it should be. Look at the colors, are so bright. And so I have been using a 4.5 millimeter tulip hook. I just got this because I've decided I like the tulip the best. The hook I was using before, my finger kept catching in the rubber under here, and I ended up getting a blister on my finger. So I decided to get myself a 4.5 tulip hook because I do use my tulip hooks. My go-to is usually a 5.5, and I have a 5, a 5.5, and a 6.5, but I did not have a 4.5. So I got myself a 4.5. And so the Cambridge yarn I'm using, I think it is supposed to be a red heart, but it just didn't turn out right. But the colors are so vibrant. So it's just a C2C blanket. I have actually turned the corner because it's 30 inches wide. And I'm decreasing on one side until this side reaches 40 inches, and it'll be a perfect size for a wheelchair lapgan. So I just love the colors on that. So I've turned the corner, but I do have another package if I run out of yarn. So I will have enough to complete this blanket, but I just love the colors. It's so bright, so vibrant, and I'm hoping someone will love it. I'm sure they will. So I've been working on that a little bit. Put it in the bag. If I don't put things away, I forget. And then I go, oh, what hook was I using and everything. So put the hook in there. And like I said, it was just a Cambridge yarn. Something went wrong, so they put it in their pound bag. So I do have another full skein in here, and then I do have another 2 in another bag. And then, I don't know, I had startitis, I guess. I decided to start another blanket, and this will be a long-term blanket. I have it in this bag that my daughter made for me. And let me get the yarn out. I've been keeping it in the bag because I don't need to get it out. I got this on clearance, and I'm going to say for probably 70 to 80% off. The tag was ripped and everything, but it is a Snuggly Wuggly big yarn, and there's 1,263 yards, or 1145 meters, at 14 ounces. And it is a fine number 2. There we go. So the color is getting blown out. I'm going to try and do this again. There you go. It's a white with a little bit of blue in it. So it's very, very pretty blue. Get the color back. I try not to touch my desk. doing a different angle, and I think the colors are turning out really well. So yeah, you can see the blue in here. So this is going to be a long-term project and just pick it up when I don't feel like working on something else. And I've decided to do the V-stitch puff. So that's what I've started. I'm going to put it up here. So it's just the V-stitch, and I'm just going to pick it up when I want to. And it's very, very soft and very thin. So I think I just, it's a multiple of 4 of the pattern. So I just kept going till I thought it was wide enough. And I'll just keep making rows till I feel it's tall enough. So that's the V stitch puff. No, V puff stitch. So I did that. So I will put a marker in here. This may not come out every week because I'm not sure if I'm going to be working on it every week. And then a little snag with my mom's memory blanket. I have been loving this. I'll put this back in the bag afterwards. I can't get it in without crunching everything up. I have run out of the natural colored yarn, the cream colored yarn, and I saw it last time I was at Len's Mills, so I'm hoping I'm going to go get my passport, and then I'm going to Len's Mills is probably about 15 minutes away from there. So I'm going to go to Len's Mills and pick up another hank of the natural colored yarn so I can finish my mom's blanket. The yarn I got for the border, it's a little different in color, and I want to keep it all the same for the squares. Because, you know, fingering weights, some are thinner, some are thicker and fluffier and more bouncy. And this one's a very thin yarn. So I want them all to look cohesive. So I will have to go get another one. And they always have the yarn there, so I'm hoping they have one. All I need is one more, and that should be it. I'm almost completed. I think I've got maybe another 30 squares to make, and they are 3 round solid granny squares. So once I get my yarn, I'll ball it all up and hopefully start working on my mom's memory blanket. And I think that is it for this week. Like I said, I've been working mostly on my knitted blanket, and I started a few. And I've finished all my mouths that I'm in, so I'm going to have to send pictures, and I always forget till the last minute, and sometimes I'm too late, and I apologize to the girls all the time, but I'm going to do it after I finish this video. So for WIP, not WIP weekend, next week on Saturday, it's the 29th, which is my birthday, and I would like to ask if you have any finished items from our book cover inspiration, if you can have them sent in by the Saturday, because on the Sunday I will make the video, and that way I'll have everybody's. And I always forget to ask you, and I remembered this time. I don't know how I remembered, but I did. And so if you can send in your pictures for the book cover inspiration, that would be wonderful. On that note, I am done for the day. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to have some breakfast, and then it is late morning. It's after 10:30 already. I'm going to do a little bit of grocery shopping, not much because I don't have to cook next week for my husband, so I can get some things that I like that he doesn't like. I'll get myself some salmon. Yeah, I love salmon. I can just broil it up in the oven. So I'll get some salmon and some vegetables that he doesn't normally eat, but I like. So I will be doing that, grocery shopping, and coming home and hopefully relaxing. I think I've got everything done that I need to get done for the week, and I am going to enjoy my weekend. So like I said, I will be going to the Fibre Fest festival in Hamilton, and I will link the link below if I can. I'm not sure how I can do that, but I'm going to try. And hope to see you next week for WIP weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.